I feel like there's something that you want to do, but you're hesitating heavily on. It's almost like you know what you have to do to get to where you want to go. But there's a part of you that's very defensive. There's a part of you that sort of refuses to let go of how you think things should go. I feel like you're the type of person that's very structured. You're sort of like the type A personality, somebody that is very reliable, somebody that shows up on time. And I feel like that's both a pro and a con. It's a pro because obviously, like, you're reliable and you're a good worker, but it's also a con because I feel like lately it's been keeping you stuck in a cage, right? Because it's almost like you have an idea, you have something else that you want to do, or you feel like maybe I want to get out of my comfort zone, maybe I want to expand my horizons, but there's a part of you that's like, okay, but what are people gonna think, right? But everybody in my family did this, that, and the fourth. Everybody in my family went to college, so what's gonna happen if I do something else, right? It's that hesitance, it's that fear, and that fear creates this defensiveness. I feel like right now you are probably, I wouldn't say lying to yourself, but you're deceiving yourself a little bit with excuses, right? Because you keep talking about, oh, but like, ah, I can't do it like this, or I can't do this, or this is weird, or I've never seen anybody that did this. But well, that's the point, right? The point is that you're a different person and that your path isn't going to look like Sally's, right? That you went to college with, right? Your path isn't going to look like your mom's or your dad's, right? Your path is your path only, and it's your path to choose, right? And I feel like right now you're so stuck in the vehicle, in how you're gonna get there, right? So how the vehicle looks, right? Instead of being focused on the end result, it's almost like you are limiting your possibilities, because right now I feel like you're probably feeling stuck. You're probably feeling like, okay, I want movement, I want momentum. How do I do that momentum? Well, the how is right in front of you if you just change your perspective, right? If you weren't so rigid, right? So, I don't want to say limited, but if you weren't limiting yourself so much, right? You would see how much possibility is around you. I just feel like you're too stuck on, oh, everyone did it like this, instead of thinking, how am I going to get to point Z? You're like stuck on like, oh, it needs to look right, it needs to be right. But think about it. If you are feeling frustrated in your comfort zone, then maybe it's because your comfort zone isn't working anymore. Nothing blooms in the comfort zone, okay? Risks are necessary, especially when you want movement, right? You want momentum, you want your life to change, right? But right now, you're not taking the necessary risks for that to happen. I feel like you are just sort of stuck in this Five of Pentacles mentality. Like you feel like, oh, I can't do this. Or maybe you're not even thinking these things out loud, or maybe you're not even conscious of these things that you're thinking. But these thoughts are definitely there, and they're stifling you. They're keeping you stuck in a way of doing things. They're keeping you stuck in the same old circumstances that you don't want to be in anymore, right? I feel like you need to let life do its thing. And that doesn't mean that you throw your hands up in the air and you say, ha, like I'm not going to do anything anymore, or you throw your whole life away. It's more so like making a decision to actually respect what you want for once, right? Not following the script of your parents, the script of society. It's more so expanding your mind enough and allowing yourself to believe that there is possibility outside of what you already know to be true, right? Just because you heard all of your life that you have to do this, you got to go to college, you got to go this, that doesn't mean that that's what's going to work for you, right? I see abundance. I see expansion. But for that to happen, you need to step out of what you think is right, of what you think is comfortable, right? You need to be more childlike in the sense that it's not about giving up on everything. It's about trying, okay? Flirting with the idea, flirting with possibility, right? Allowing yourself to actually believe and dream instead of pushing everything down with logic. Oh, but this, oh, but what's realistic? Think about it. Do you want to keep staying in that realistic bubble, or do you want to allow yourself to experience things that are different, right? If you want to experience different things, you have to do different things too, right? Like literally the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You're just being encouraged to try. It's not even to submerge yourself. It's just to try for 1 second. It's to stop being so stubborn. Stop being so hard-headed, right? Things don't only have to be one thing. You don't only have to go to this certain college or work in this certain company, right? Change your perspective. Change the way you see the world, and you'll see a world of opportunities opening up for you, right? Also, stop with this pessimistic mindset where you feel like, even if I try, is it really gonna work? Well, try and you'll see. Maybe there's a surprise, right? You wouldn't know because you're not trying, right? Because you feel like, well, if I try, what if? Well, who cares about the what if? No one cares about the what if. Well, you do. But what ifs will forever be what ifs so long as you keep saying what if, what if, what if. How about you do it and see? How about you dip your toe in, you flirt with the idea for 1 second, and you'll see where that takes you, right? The door is right in front of you. You're just trying to twist a knob that doesn't work for you, right? You're trying to put in a key that isn't going to unlock it for you, right? How about you go back and you look for a different key and you try again? You'll never know, right? So long as you keep staying stuck in your own framework, in your own limited way of thinking about things. Also, flirting with the idea could be just doing some research, right? Maybe look at places somewhere else, or maybe look at colleges somewhere else. Maybe look at jobs in a different company. You'll never know. So long as you keep saying, no, it can only be in this way. No, it can only be in this way. Stop being stubborn. Allow things to come for you. Allow opportunities to present themselves to you, and stop turning your head away, okay? Say yes, right? Go to a place, have a conversation, try something new. You never know.